thought I was joking when I told you that Bahrain was a tough place to play? What's wrong with this picture? That's right. The flag is being displayed backwards during the national anthem. Now, as someone who made sure every time I displayed the flag it was correct, I know it's not that hard. The right side of the flag displays the high side of the stripe. At 7 p.m. Bahrain time, high noon in TNT, it was kickoff time. Myself and everyone else wanted early domination, but some questionable calls by the Colombian referee kept things very even. Then, things took a turn for the worse. When Chris Birchall got hurt, that was probably the only time that us supporters got really quiet. If you're a Warriors fan, a true Warriors fan, you know what he brings to the team. He is all over the field, incessant in his play, both on defense and in attack. True warrior that he is, Birchall tried to come back, but he was too hurt. His night was over, and I and many others were very concerned. Any of you who were in the Hasely Crawford Stadium for our home game against Bahrain will remember that announcer Anil Roberts was banned from being on the stadium PA system. It's a FIFA rule for these playoffs that the home team not have a further edge, but that didn't stop them here. If you listen, they have 2 men on the mic for most of the night. Just add that to the long list of rules that they simply ignored. Throwing stuff at your visitors is another, but we'll get to that later. At halftime, neither team had scored. We had lost Chris Birchall, and while we still had confidence in our team, we did not want this to end 0-0, which would eliminate TNT, or 1-1, which could mean penalty kicks if no one had scored after extra time. We needed a goal, just one goal. Let's get it, and let's get out of here, please. So now the second half starts. Captain Dwight Yorke has been criticized at many times in his career, even by me. But I suppose that on this night, somehow it was always in his destiny that he would have the assist on the most important goal in Trinidad and Tobago football history. 4 minutes into the second half, Dennis Lawrence puts us ahead. And yes, we could almost hear the pandemonium from way back in Trinidad and Tobago. Ay, ay, ay. Goal boy. Whew. Okay, now we're up 1. We either need to get another goal for insurance, or we have to hold this lead. But you know, I always say, you show your true self when you lose or when you're losing. Anyone can act right when things are going perfectly. Our camera just happened to be right in front of this incident, which you have to see from this angle to get a good view. You tell me if number 13 is trying to get the ball or trying to end Dwight Yorke's career with this tackle. Dwight Yorke was my hero tonight, because how many of you, male or female, would not have knocked number 13's head off after this? But Dwight knew what we all did at this point. Bahrain was already dead, and the funeral was over. Now, all that was left to do was just to lower them slowly into the ground. Here's another once-in-a-lifetime incident. Have you ever been in a stadium with hundreds of bottles, blocks of ice, and anything within reach being thrown at you? Well, I have. I can tell you, it's not fun. At this point, I am down on the track a few feet from the pitch because I want to be the first to run on the field and congratulate the Warriors. And I'm watching grown adults as well as children throw anything they can find onto the pitch. And at this point, back in the TNT section of the stands, they are being pelted too. After the Bahrain team had further distinguished itself by accosting the referee and causing another melee, the Warriors survived a late Bahrain effort, which goalie Kelvin Jack punched over bars. And then, it was all over. When we return, the aftermath and the celebration.
That's right, you deserve it. That's right. That's right. Hey, let's celebrate this, yo. Let's celebrate this. Hey, hey.
Okay, I'm here with the country's only Olympic gold medalist, Hazley Crawford. Hazley, as someone, we know what this kind of pressure is like. We used to live it. And now the Warriors have done it. They have gotten to that next level. They have reached the elite. What kind of feelings you had in the stands? How difficult was this to watch for you?
The longest 45 minutes I've spent my entire life. You know, when I was much younger, when I won gold medal, I was much younger. I can take that kind of pressure. But I realize I'm getting old because that last 10 minutes, I count every minute by the seconds. As a matter of fact, the last 5 minutes I didn't see the game because I was concerned about the Tool Pelton. But we've done it, and I'm so happy for it.
What do you? I mean, I have to ask you for a comment. What were your thoughts on how the Bahraini fans behaved when they realized they had lost?
I spoke, and I believe that the authority is going to have to ban them because, I mean, yes, our president is here, the king was here, sitting watching the game, and I mean, they disrespected the whole country, and it's unfortunate.
But the good thing is we're going to Germany. You're going to Germany to watch them?
I hope so. I'd love to go.
All right, thanks, Hayes.
Thank you.
When the game ended and most of the world's cameras were turned off, I don't think any of you before now really had a sense of just how out of control things got. The entire TNT contingent had to be quickly moved to the track to prevent any further incident, and the Warriors were soundly pelted on their way into the dressing room. If you look on the ground, you get a real sense of just how much was thrown. Just look at the amount of debris directed our way, long after the game was over. When we come back after the break, the final chapter, the Warriors' voyage home. The supporters had planned to celebrate like crazy on the plane ride back, but we were too tired. The Warriors, however, had no such issue.
I hope to see everybody in Germany next year for Trinidad, okay? Okay. My club from Trinidad getting on real bad. Don't want me to go back to Trinidad. So somebody please talk to Coxie so I can go back to Trinidad.
I think maybe, just maybe, they were a little excited about going to the World Cup finals for the first time ever. As you can see, the party was well underway on board the flight back to Trinidad. I wonder if there are any celebrations going on back home.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, good afternoon. And we're gathered here for the game of your life. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I want to see you put your flags up in the air right now. Sing.
Yeah, most likely. I couldn't have been more proud to be a Trinidad and Tobago citizen on November 16th, 2005, that night in Bahrain. And no, not just because the Warriors had put us into the World Cup finals for the first time ever. It was because of the sportsmanship and class that TNT fans and players alike showed. It has now become our trademark. On November 19th, 1989, we lost 1-0, just like Bahrain, in our own backyard. But we maintained our dignity by not resorting to any embarrassing behavior. I have been blessed to travel the world since I was 18 years old, and I see how people respond to Trinidad and Tobago and what our true image is worldwide. My parting message is simple. We are not great only when we qualify for the World Cup finals, or when we break a cricket record, or when we win an Olympic gold medal. We are great regardless, and I just wish that we could remember that every day. Don't let foreigners love us and our culture more than we love ourselves and what we are. To the Soca Warriors, I say thank you for the memories, and I hope to see many of you in the stands with me in Germany for the 2006 World Cup Finals. God bless us all, TNT. Thanks for viewing, and do have a good night.